What's going on, guys? Another video back here with Brandon from Ross Lawn Care. Hope everybody had a good Easter. It's been raining here. So today I'm going to do a review of my Bobcat Quick Cat 36-inch mower. The reason I'm going to do this review is there's a couple of reviews out here on this mower, but everything that I really wanted to know wasn't really said. So let's get into it. So first I'm going to start with the controls. So a nice thing about this mower, and again, sorry the lighting's not great, it's just I'm in my garage. I would be doing it outside, but it's a little wet. So nice thing about this mower is basically stand-ons in general is that you have the option to take up the platform if you need to walk the So it's nice because you stand on the machine most of the time, but when you need to, like on the hills, I have a hill in my backyard, which is nice because I can take this thing right up and just move the platform up. It goes up this little switch right here. I don't know if you guys see it. Sorry, the lighting's bad right here. We just flip this down, and then your platform's here. So, and then we can do a little bit of pros and cons, but I'm going to walk you over the mower. So basically, to operate the mower, you first get onto it. I recommend when you're not using the mower, have your fuel shut off, like so. I had it on because I just moved it over in my garage. But so have your fuel off. Start it. You're gonna have your fuel on. I'm gonna go over the fuel in a little bit. But so you have to have your fuel on. You don't have to have this lever down yet until you put it in drive. I'm not gonna start it up in my garage. But what you do, you put your choke up. If it's cold, if you've been running the machine, you don't need to. But you put your choke up if you needed. Make sure it's in park, or else it won't start. You start it like you usually would. And then you do it half throttle, just let it warm up. Then you full throttle. Guys, whenever you run a mower like this, always have your mower at full throttle. So you got two speeds here. You got transport. The max speed for this mower is 9.5 mile an hour. So if you're going back to the trailer, you're gonna go refuel, or just going to the next job, you're gonna put it on transport. Then you have cut. This is when you're cutting, obviously. This makes the speed go back down to I'd say 6 mile an hour. So yeah, that's basically how you operate the mower. In order to have the mower anywhere else other than park, you have to have this down safety feature. I like that a lot, where I've seen some stand-ons with the platform. If you bounce up off the platform, it will some of them shut off. And that's what I like about this one, is that you can just not worry about jumping off the platform. So I'm going to talk about the overall mower. So it's been a good mower. It starts right up. Not cut with it yet because it's not in the season, but I've heard about these Bobcat mowers, and all my family has them. They cut great. So let's talk about the fuel system a little bit. So this is a 5-gallon fuel tank. So it has 3 settings: on when you're cutting, and off, and reserve. So the reserve, if you have a little bit of gas left, it reduces your fuel usage down to 1/4 quarter. So that's nice. If you just happen to run out of gas, you can switch that on. You have I'd say 20 minutes to get back to your trailer or wherever you fuel from. So a downside about this is it doesn't have a fuel gauge, and sorry. Yeah, downsides about this is that in order to get this pad off, you really have to get it. I'm gonna show you guys down real quick. In order to get the pad off, it's 2 hands. And so here's the 5-gallon gas tank. Downside about this is there's no clear spot on it. There's no way that you can tell if you're low on gas. So basically, what you're gonna have to do is this gas tank's pretty deep, so you're basically gonna have to unscrew this and just look into there and give it your best guess. So yeah, so let's talk about a little bit about the engine. This thing has a Kawasaki FX 600. It has 24 horsepower. Plenty of horsepower for this little mower. That one has a Kawasaki right there. That's 25 years old, and it just gave out. So I'm hoping this one will do the same. Probably in 25 years I'll have a different mower, but you know, these things run a lot. These things are very reliable, and most mowers have them. So everything's very accessible. Your grease points are right down here. You have one here, 4 here, one right here, one right here, and down there's 2 there. You have the same 2 over here. So there's 6 grease points on the mower. These things, these mowers itself, the grease points, they're visible right here, but the ones under here, you really gotta look for them. So let's talk about the deck for a second. So this is a welded deck. That means more durable than your stamp decks. There is 2 blades on this. And then a nice thing about this is, I'm sorry, but okay, focus. But as you guys can see right here, Bobcat makes it standard on all of their mowers for the accelerator baggers, and I think there's another brand that these are compatible with. But for the accelerator baggers, they come standard with the mount, so you don't have to mount them or anything. They just go right in. So that's kind of nice. Another thing I like about the deck, or this isn't really a deck, but this is the grass flat. It's not just all loose like this one is. I have to prop it up. This one, it's more tight, so it just stays where you want it to, so you don't have to worry about bungee cording it or anything when you're going to the back gates. A little con about this is when you do lower the deck, and when you're standing on it, you'd have to give it some oomph whatever. But when you're standing on the mower, you do have to give it some pressure to make it come down, and then when you're trying to get it up, it takes some extra force. I guess that's good if you're mowing and you go over bumps. It won't go down or go up. You do have, it goes from 4 1/4 to 1 1/2. The pin just slides in and out like this. I currently have it set at 2 3/4, so well, I probably won't be mowing it. So, and then these mowers, how con of these mowers is they don't really stripe. And so lots of guys, what they'll do is they'll put an extra striping kit on here. Well, it's kind of hard because if you look under the deck, it's not flat. It's basically welded with the outline of the blades. So you can't really install a striping kit on here. You could if you drill holes right here, or do like a bracket. Another thing that I've been thinking of is I can do a brush right here at the plat. So that's another downside to this. But these decks are invincible. I went over with the Bobcat zero-turn sprinkler heads and other stuff, which I'm not proud of, but they lasted. So another nice thing is right here with the Bobcat. As you guys can see, I don't think you guys can really see, but there's 4 points on there. You can mount stuff, whatever you want on there, as long as it's compatible and you can reach it. Another nice thing about this mower is the battery box is right here. It's very accessible. It's unlike another standard mower where we have to dig in the side or something like that. Another nice thing is if you want to do a full phone mount on here, it's very nice. You have lots of room to mount whatever you want on here. So yeah. Another thing is with this bar right here, where you have your hands, it's adjustable. You just have to take off the front here. I have big hands, so it doesn't really affect me, but I know some guys have adjusted it. And so a con to this is it does not have a back bar here, it just has a little bit where your palm is fully grasped on here. I mean, that's okay, but honestly, I would have liked a bar back there. So another nice thing about this, mower is Bobcat. They put big wheels on their machines, even though if it's a little machine. Now with the advantages, grandstands, right standers, and Skags is their wheels are much smaller than this one. This is a big wheel. Now I don't know if you guys can really size it up, but it's very thick and it's very tall. So these things are good for hills in general. I have to get on the hill. You guys just have to get comfortable with the hills. With the hills using this machine. It does good on hills. You just need to really know. You just need to be comfortable with it. So this is not a fixed deck, as I've already shown. It is an adjustable deck. You can change it up, cut up. Had a slight interruption there, but yeah, everything's very accessible in this mower. It's very fast, very reliable. It'll do basically anything you want to a certain extent. I mean, you can't just go on extreme slopes. I mean, it is a 36-inch stand-on mower. It is made in the USA, which I love. Love things that are made in the USA. That's a big pet peeve for me. Is it made in the USA? I don't know what gauge steel this thing is made out of, but it's pretty heavy duty. So let's look on here. I've driven this thing a lot. I've put on 6.4 hours on it. When it was delivered to me, it had 0.1. So I've given this thing a couple of test drives here and there. But overall, this is a very good machine. I would highly recommend it because with the cost, it's worth it. Now with Bobcat, they have pop-up deals. So with this one, even though I spent a good $800 extra with fees and all that good stuff, they gave me an $800 rebate back. I can't remember what percent it was, but yeah, the rebate's nice. Just little features on here that's really nice. Now let me touch on this again. So Bobcat does not make a striping kit for their mower, or at least the 36-inch stand-on. Now, they do make a bagger for it that is compatible. They do make a Bobcat grass catcher, which is nice. But I'm going to get the accelerator bagger for this. And guys have had it before. They say they really work good on the Bobcat. And so, yeah, that's basically it. So these tires, the front casters require 12 PSI of air, and then the back ones require 22 PSI. Also, when you guys buy this mower, the owner's manual will be connected to the back pad of your, this little tube right here has your paperwork, the warranty stuff in it, and the owner's manual. So if you're mowing and you just have a question, it's right there at your accessibility. Another thing that I kind of forgot to touch on is, so right here, if it focuses, you see these two metal plates. You can adjust these actually and make your front lip lower or higher. Now it says somewhere in the owner's manual on what you should do where you live. Based on where you live. So yeah, there's a lot of ups to it, but there are also some downs to it. So again, on striping kit, you can make one. It's just gonna be a little bit harder to do it with. So yeah, I think this is gonna conclude today's video. I'm gonna post some more videos up in here, lawn care advice, vlogs, other reviews on my equipment. I think I'm gonna do a BR200 review because this thing is a beast. It's never let me down yet. I'm gonna do a Cub Cadet with the cast iron wheels review, review on my snowblower, and probably a review on the 56 over there. So you guys, thank you very much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It means a lot. I just posted a setup video and it's gotten a lot of views for where I'm at on YouTube. So yeah, I plan to keep making YouTube videos. And so yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, as I just said. Turn the notifications on. And yeah, you'll see more videos. Thank you.